know what goes on inside this massive machine, of which only 251 have been produced worldwide? Have you ever wondered why pilots say it feels like flying a small plane when this 600-ton beast glides through the air? Today, I will reveal the secrets behind aviation history's most ambitious project through 10 technical marvels. Get ready, because everything you thought you knew about the Airbus A380 is about to change. The details that make this massive aircraft seem modest are right before our eyes. In the early 1990s, Airbus looked to the future of air travel and saw a major problem. Large airports were reaching their capacity limits. The solution was not to build smaller planes, but much larger ones. Initially named A3XX, the project was set to become the most ambitious commercial aircraft project since the Concorde. A $25 billion development program began, pushing the boundaries of aviation engineering. Miracle 1. A city in the sky. Imagine an airplane carrying 850 people at the same time. That number is more than the total student population of a medium-sized school. The population of a small town is flying at 39,000 feet in the air. How would you evacuate that many people in an emergency? The designers of the A380 found an incredible answer to this question. The plane has 16 separate exits, each of which can open in just 6 seconds. The main staircase is twice as wide as a staircase in a regular building. The most astonishing part is that during a test, 850 people were evacuated in just 78 seconds, even though half of the exits were closed and it was pitch black. This time was 12 seconds faster than the legal requirement. During the test, no one knew which exits were open, simulating real panic conditions. Nearly 11 people were evacuated every second, which was an incredible feat of engineering. Miracle 2, the world's largest jigsaw puzzle. It takes 1,500 different companies from 30 countries to produce a single A380. 4 million separate parts come together to form this aviation masterpiece. Imagine that number, 4 million different parts. The wings are manufactured in North Wales, but how are they transported to Toulouse, France? Since traditional cargo planes couldn't carry these massive wings, they had to create an entirely new transportation network. The wings are transported by barges from the Dee River to Mostyn Port, then loaded onto special roll-on roll-off ships. After arriving in Bordeaux, they continue their journey via a meticulously planned route with reinforced bridges and widened intersections, transported by special convoys. If just one part is delayed, the entire production line can come to a halt. A delay in 2006 proved this, resulting in billions of dollars in losses. This is not just supply chain management, it is a logistical symphony rivaling military operations in its complexity. Miracle 3. The Flying Computer Network. The A380's fuselage contains a total of 530 kilometers of electrical cables. This distance is long enough to stretch from Istanbul to Ankara. Imagine cables laid from London to Paris. These cables send digital commands to wing controls thousands of times per second, controlling the aircraft with microscopic precision. During initial production, the use of different computer programs by German and French engineers caused major problems. Cables produced in Germany were several centimeters shorter when installed on the fuselage produced in France. This error cost Airbus $4.8 billion and delayed the project by 2 years. This incident is the most expensive software error in aviation history and has become a legendary case study in corporate software management. Despite these early challenges, the A380's electrical systems represent a major leap forward in terms of reliability. Miracle 4. A Palace in the Sky. The A380's interior volume is so large that it can accommodate 3 full-size tennis courts. A basketball court and 35 million ping-pong balls could also be placed inside. There is 5,920 square feet of usable space, which is nearly the size of 3 apartment units. This vast space gave airlines the opportunity to completely redesign the passenger experience. Emirates' horseshoe-shaped bars became so popular that passengers began specifically requesting this aircraft. Some airlines even installed private shower cabins, bedrooms, and fully equipped apartments. Taking a shower in the sky is no longer a fantasy. It's a reality. There are even food elevators between floors, with meals prepared in the kitchen on the lower level and delivered to the upper deck via elevator. For many aviation enthusiasts, the A380 represents the latest era in which airlines prioritized passenger experience over maximum efficiency. Miracle 5, a tail. Larger than most planes, the horizontal wing on the tail of the A380 is 30 meters wide. This size alone is larger than the main wings of an Airbus A320. Excluding the wingtips, it is nearly equal to the entire wingspan of an A320. This massive tail is not just for show. It is essential for precisely controlling the aircraft, which weighs approximately 400 family cars. The vertical tail is nearly 4 stories tall. Made from carbon fiber composites instead of traditional aluminum, it helps reduce weight. The tail is so large that special facilities had to be built just to manufacture it. Pilots say that these enormous control surfaces allow the aircraft to maneuver with the extraordinary responsiveness of a much smaller aircraft. Thanks to the precise coordination of these control surfaces, the aircraft responds like a much smaller jet. Miracle 6, the dance of flexible wings. The A380's wings change shape during flight. The wings, which appear flat during takeoff, flex upward by 4 meters at cruising altitude. This is not a malfunction but a deliberate engineering marvel. The wings, which flex like those of birds, create a truly breathtaking sight and represent the pinnacle of aerospace engineering. This flexibility was developed by drawing inspiration from the structure of bird wings. These flexible wings act like shock absorbers, absorbing turbulence and reducing structural fatigue while providing passengers with a smoother flight experience. You can actually see this flexing with your own eyes when sitting near the window at the wingtip. The wing skin is cut with millimeter-precise calculations, varying in thickness up to 3 millimeters in some areas. This flexibility is achieved through the combination of advanced aluminum alloys and composite materials. As a result, an aircraft weighing 575 tons at takeoff has wings that behave almost like bird wings, instantly adapting to changing weather conditions. Miracle 7, the giant challenging airports. The A380 didn't just fly, it forced airports worldwide to undertake major infrastructure upgrades. With a wingspan of 79.7 meters and a length of 72.7 meters, it exceeds the dimensions of standard airport gates. Its maximum takeoff weight of 575 tons required the reinforcement of runways and taxiways. Only 140 airports can accommodate this giant for regular operations. London Heathrow spent £450 million to expand its terminals and reinforce its runways to accommodate the A380. Singapore Changi Airport has dedicated an entire wing of Terminal 3 to A380 operations. The massive vortices it leaves behind are so powerful that following smaller aircraft must maintain an additional 8 nautical miles of distance, leading to longer waiting times at airports. Miracle 8, the monster that knows no distance. The longest regular A380 flight is Emirates Dubai-Oakland route, a total of 8,824 miles, covering the distance in approximately 17 hours. But what's truly astonishing is that this giant can also fly profitably over very short distances. Emirates uses the A380 for the 235-mile Dubai Muscat route. On this route, taxiing and landing procedures at the airport take longer than the flight itself. Despite its massive size, it can take off and land on runways used by most smaller aircraft. Powerful carbon brakes can bring the 575-ton aircraft to a stop, from landing speed in less than 2 kilometers under optimal conditions. This flexibility stems from extraordinary engineering efficiency. There are also flights like the Singapore-Kuala Lumpur route, which is only 184 miles long and takes just 30 minutes in the air. Miracle 9. The redefinition of luxury. The A380's spacious cabin revolutionized premium air travel. Airlines competed to offer increasingly extravagant services that were physically impossible in smaller aircraft. Singapore Airlines introduced the first true private suites in the sky, sliding doors, fully enclosed cabins, and independent beds instead of convertible seats. Emirates responded with shower cabins for first-class passengers. Each passenger can access running water for 5 minutes at 39,000 feet, an extraordinary technical achievement requiring special water systems and safety certifications. Etihad's residence represented the pinnacle of A380 luxury. The living room consists of a 3-room flying apartment with a double bed, a separate bedroom, and a private bathroom with a shower. A one-way ticket between Abu Dhabi and New York costs $32,000. Miracle 10. Immortal legacy. As the first A380s reach retirement age, they are unexpectedly gaining a second life as collector's items. Instead of ending up in desert graveyards, they are being transformed into luxury products. Window frames have become picture frames, and wingtips have been turned into custom tables. Sculptural pieces made from engine fan blades are sold for thousands of euros, while fuselage panels are turned into wall decorations. These pieces are snapped up by collectors who keep the passion for aviation alive. Accessible souvenirs like keychains are also made from cabin materials. In France, specialized companies are dismantling the first A380s and transforming their parts into functional works of art. This recycling process demonstrates a unique approach to sustainability. The A380 is not just an airplane, it represents the pinnacle of human creativity. The production of only 251 units may have been disappointing, but this giant has forever changed the aviation industry. The technologies it developed are now used in all modern aircraft. It represents something increasingly rare in modern industry. A product designed not just to be efficient, but to inspire awe. This aircraft reminds us that flying is something special, at a time when travel itself should be an extraordinary experience, not just about reaching a destination. In an era of constant optimization and cost-cutting, it dared to prioritize passenger experience over maximum efficiency. It may not have conquered the market as Airbus had hoped, but perhaps it conquered something more valuable: our imagination. For those who have experienced the A380, this aircraft reminds us that travel can be magical. Have you ever flown on an A380? Which of these 10 technical marvels amazed you the most? The flexible wings, or taking a shower in mid-air? The wings that bend like a bird, or the incredible evacuation capacity? Which of these engineering marvels do you find most impressive? Share your experiences in the comments. If you enjoyed discovering the secrets of this aviation legend, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to our channel, because we have more engineering marvels ready to tell you even more amazing stories, and bigger projects are waiting for you.